Do you enjoy a bit of spicy chaos in your Otome games? Thesis of Love might be the next title to add to your Steam wishlist. From toxic relationships to tangled love triangles, the slice of life visual novel brings a fresh twist to the genre, not just through your choices, but also with a light interactive gameplay. While it keeps the core slice of life foundation, the mature content and relationship tension push it more into josei or adult drama territory than your typical fluffy romance. Currently in development, solo dev ThunderBanana, Thesis of Love puts you in the role of Shizuki, a psychology undergrad who enrolls at the prestigious Chishima Institute of Technology to pursue a master's degree in computer science. Yep, it's totally unrelated to her background, but Shizuki's motivation isn't exactly noble. She applies to the program to follow in the footsteps of her beloved senpai, hoping to turn her one-sided admiration into something more. Once accepted, she's placed in a research group with Masaki and Tetsu and supervised by Yonhi, a teaching assistant. These three make up your core love interests, each with their own emotional baggage and personality quirks. Will you grow closer to one of them or find yourself caught in a messy triangle? Going into this, it had been a while since I'd played a 2D Otome game, so I wasn't entirely sure what to expect, aside from knowing it was an 18+ title. The story involves being trapped in a toxic relationship and potentially getting entangled in a love triangle. Narrative themes that aren't super common in localized Otome games unless they're tied to a bad ending. So, I was definitely surprised when the prologue opened with 3 choices: have never dated or had sex, have dated but no sex, have dated and had sex. It honestly gave me a good laugh, but what's even more interesting is that these choices actually affect the story later on, even though I didn't catch that during my first playthrough of the demo. Speaking of demos, this one does a great job of letting you experience a solid chunk of the game, from the core gameplay to Shizuki's first semester at Chishima Institute of Technology. I got around 8 hours of gameplay, though I did AFK here and there, so your experience might be different. The prologue gently eases you into Shizuki's daily routine as a student with the help of a fox spirit who acts as your guide. Your introduction is memorable to say the least, catching Shizuki in the act of pleasuring herself during her first night in the dorm, then casually announcing that they're now roommates and she just has to deal with it. From there, the fox spirit gives you simple quests that function as a tutorial, offering rewards that give you a helpful boost during your first playthrough. Once you complete them, the fox will offer them again in future playthroughs. Of course, no Otome game would be complete without romance, so before we jump into gameplay, let's meet the guys you'll be spending time with. Masaki is the first love interest you meet before the semester begins. He's outgoing, friendly, relaxed, definitely more than meets the eye. He's also surprisingly helpful when it comes to English and math. Quick tip: ask him for help with your English studies early on. It's the first assignment due, and it's a great way to get ahead. Oh, and he does have a girlfriend, but you'll learn more about that situation as the story unfolds. Tetsu is basically Masaki's opposite. He's more grounded and blunt, which can make him feel a bit cold or hard to approach at first, but he's incredibly hardworking and a total know-it-all when it comes to programming. He can tutor you in all the computer science heavy subjects, so don't overlook him. Yohi, the teaching assistant, seems indifferent toward his role at first and often challenges Shizuki's values as a student. He's definitely one of the harder love interests to crack. He's not always around and he's got some serious walls up. That said, he does help Shizuki with her HCI studies, human-computer interaction, whenever he's available. Oh, and before I forget to mention it, he's married. Not that he likes talking about his personal life. Each one offers their own kind of academic support, and trust me, it's worth taking advantage of when you're juggling studies, part-time work, and relationship building. Outside of academics, there are several ways to raise affection with the love interests and manage Shizuki's stress from work and school. You can level up her cooking skill to unlock new recipes, which can be gifted to build affection. If cookie's not your thing, there's always the convenience store. Still, my favorite and free way to boost affection is by greeting the love interests in the morning, if they're around, and spending time with them on the weekends, whether it's hanging out at the beach or grabbing drinks at the bar. To earn money, you can complete tasks from the Fox Spirit, though only during your first playthrough, or you can go to work at your internship. Working at the start of the week means a Monday to Friday schedule with standard pay, but if you hold off until the weekend, you'll earn double. Studying works similarly. You can go it alone or ask one of the love interests for help. Managing Shizuki's stress levels is key to staying on top of both studies and work. You can lower stress by doing relaxing activities on your own during the weekends, like going to the movies, taking walks, or even staying at a hotel. Though let's be real, who checks into a hotel solo unless it's for business? Completing your assignments on time also helps a ton. It knocks out a big chunk of stress and keeps you from falling behind. Personally, I like to keep it simple, using the bathroom and taking a shower at the start of the day. It only knocks off 1 to 4 stress points, but hey, every bit helps. And of course, there are always those nightly fantasies if you catch my drift. Speaking of which, the game features both a charm and chaos system. A high charm stat makes it easier to earn affection with the guys, while a high chaos level, though it might sound like a bad thing, actually plays a key role in how your route unfolds and in unlocking certain love interests during those aforementioned fantasies. Now that we covered the gameplay loop, let's talk about the graphics and the writing/translations. I'm not someone who usually dives deep into art style or visuals, since I tend to prioritize story and gameplay, but for what it's worth, the graphics use a simple yet clean 2D anime style. The UI is also straightforward, which makes it easy to navigate and understand the different systems at play. As for the English translations, I didn't come across any major grammar or punctuation issues that pulled me out of the experience. Whether I was reading through the tutorials or getting to know the characters and how Shizuki's first semester unfolds, the writing felt natural, consistent, and easy to follow. That said, despite being a very strong demo, I do think there's room to expand the helpful tips from the Fox Spirit, especially considering all the systems you have to manage. While the Fox does give a quick refresher when you check in, the explanations aren't nearly as detailed as the initial tutorials. A bit more depth here would go a long way, especially for players juggling everything from studying to relationship building. For a demo, Thesis of Love is impressively robust. You get a strong sense of the characters, systems, and overall tone, and it's clear there's a lot of passion behind this project. If you'd like to check it out yourself, I'll leave the Steam page in the description, and if you enjoy it, consider adding it to your wish list. As of now, Thesis of Love is expected to release sometime in 2026. Let me know in the comments which love interest caught your attention. I was really drawn to Tetsu at first, but ended up shifting gears after learning more about Yonhee during my first playthrough. I can't wait to dive deeper into his routes once the full game drops. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Otome and visual novel content. Thanks for watching!